God bless you this morning. Preferably this video finds you well. Hopefully I'm not too close to the camera. I'm trying different technologies out and sometimes the focus is just like right there. But anyways, before I get into the topic, I want to talk about tomorrow. Today is Friday morning. Hopefully you're having a wonderful morning. Tomorrow we will be doing some Saturday entertainment since we're still quarantined. Tomorrow, what I want to do is I want to get your advice and your help. I want to prepare for the next talent show. 5A normally has it like once a month or 6 weeks or something like that. And I think Jay Wilson say he's having one too. So, I'll participate in both of them, hopefully, but whichever one comes first is the one that I will do next. But I'm going to go over 4 songs tomorrow. And I want you to tell me which one you like the best. And I will probably focus on that one and prepare between now and the next talent show so I can be ready. That's right. I felt like I could have done more at this last talent show. I didn't prepare like I should have. I wasn't really caught off guard. She did tell me, I guess I was kind of lazy. I'm the type of person that likes to practice and perfect and practice, especially when it comes down to music. I don't care how good you think you are, but I want to make sure that I hit every note. I want to make sure there's no nervousness. I think next time I'm going to take my keyboard and play to bring something different. And some of you might say, oh, don't give your competitors no ammunition. Well, I'm a good sportsman, so I hope you do well too. So it's all for fun. Y'all know me. Look. If you win, you win. Congratulations. If you worked hard, you deserve it. So I'm telling you what I'm going to do. Hopefully it encourages you to do the same thing. Yeah, so we can get in here and that even make it better, right? The more challenging it is, the better the competition. So, when we challenge each other. So yes, that's what I'll do tomorrow. So y'all participate. I'll upload that video between 4 and 6 a.m. And I want you to leave comments and let me know which song you like the best. The day's topic, you saw the topic, don't write a check you can't cash. And that's putting it very nicely. The world would say something like this: don't write a check your blank can't cash. Now, Pastor Nate doesn't cuss, or use profanity. But maybe I can say it like this: don't write a check your butt can't cash. Maybe I would say that. That's a little nicer, right? So in other words, don't say anything that you're not going to deliver on. Don't make any promises that you know that you don't intend to fulfill. Many times we make empty promises, and that says something about our character, our integrity. Deuteronomy 23:23 says, keep and perform what has come out your mouth. Yes, that's what it says way back in the Old Testament. So obviously it may have been an issue then in order for Moses to have put that scripture. Now, maybe he was telling the people, look, guys, if you're going to say something, do what you're going to say that you're going to do. And y'all know back in the day, during those times when they violated or they went against any policy or violated code or whatever the case is, there were some strict consequences to the point where they would stone you to death. And I think nowadays, I wouldn't say we should go to that extreme, but our repercussions and our consequences aren't as strong. So we can just say stuff or whatever. Now, there are some consequences in some instances, but in many instances, we'll just say whatever we're going to do. We'll make a promise and that's it. We don't even follow up with the other people. I think sometimes we don't have the conviction. I would feel bad if I say something, I'm going to make somebody a promise and I never, do anything. I know situations come up, things happen, life happens. But can we pick up the phone or send a text, say, hey, man, hey, girl, I know I told y'all to be there tomorrow, but doesn't look like I'm going to make it. The weather's bad, or it's going to storm, or I'm sick, or my family member come in town, whatever excuse. Preferably it's the truth, but at least follow up and have the courtesy, the decency enough to let the person know, plans have changed. Because we want to be a man of our word or a woman of our word. If not, that's just like writing a check that you can't cash. Yeah, when you can't deliver. I remember back in the day when we were mentioning writing checks. I used to write checks. Boy, I tell you, when I first started, they would be bouncing like basketballs. Yes, friend. Didn't know how to manage the money, the account, forgot what I spent, and then, had like $50 in the bank and write a $50 check. That goes through, and then the other charger come through for $20 that I forgot. I'm like, oh my gosh, it was just a mess. Just young anyways, thank God I'm much better with that now. And also, I used to write checks on purpose, knowing I don't have the money in a couple of days. Y'all remember that's like floating a check. You know you're gonna get paid on Friday, and you need something Wednesday, so you write a check on Wednesday in hopes that your direct deposit would beat the check to the bank. Or if you get some money, you would run and make a deposit for that check. Y'all ain't gonna talk. Some of y'all probably doing that right now if you still have checks. Don't sleep on checks. Now I still have a couple checks. Yeah, I write like 1 or 2 a month. That's it. Cause when I pay bills, sometimes you go online and you pay your bills, and pretty much I got an auto for most of my bills. But some of those bills, they charge you $4 for processing fee, $3.50 or whatever. I'm not doing that. I'm not going to pay money to pay a bill. Y'all ain't going to talk to me. So in those instances, I might send a check off. It's only 1 or 2 a month. But yeah, don't write bad checks no more. Thank God I've grown from that. And that's how some people are in life. They say stuff and they just can't back it up with their actions. In another instance, people always, they want to talk big and bad. I'm going to do this, that, and the third, pull up and this. And when the person actually pull up, you ain't over the phone now. You ain't on the camera talking now. You face to face. Where's that energy now? See? You got yourself in hot water. You bit off more than you can chew. In other words, you wrote a check that you can't not cash. Now, Pastor Nate is not advocating violence. I'm not by any means doing that. But my point is, don't say anything if you're not going to back it up, especially if you're going to get yourself in hot water. James talks about that tongue. It can be very dangerous, right? So that's why the scriptures say, be slow. Hear me, friend. Ooh. I've learned it. Be slow to speak and swift to hear, because if not, we'll find ourselves saying things that'll get us in trouble. Some of y'all know what I'm talking about. Some of us are still doing that right now. We flip at the mouth, and before you know it, we done said something that we regret or said something that we shouldn't have said, right? I'm so glad I was raised up by the old folks, because their word was their bond. In every instance, when they said they were going to do something, they were going to do it. You hear me, friend? I remember even when we got in trouble riding in the car, there would be 3 of us in the back seat. We'd be playing and hollering, and y'all know how children do in the back seat. And my grandma said, now y'all stop that playing now. Stop, I'm trying to drive. Stop all that noise. And we would keep on over and over. And after a while, this big hand comes back and start hitting and knocking us out and everything. And she didn't say a word, didn't do too much talking. She said it twice. And we didn't listen. There were consequences to pay. Nowadays, we got parents threatening children, and children don't pay the parents any attention because they know the parents ain't going to do nothing because their word is not their bond, right? Children, you know, we push the envelope. And that's what happened with my grandmother. I pushed it a couple of times. And needless to say, the rest of that trip, she didn't have no more problems because she said it twice. And that third time, there's going to be some knocking and rattling and carrying on. Yes. So we need to get back to that. Our word need to be our bond. If we say we're going to do something, we need to do it. And I'll tell you in a minute, I learned, look, I'm not going to make no promise. I'm not going to let you to borrow money. I'm sorry, I don't have it. I'm not going to be like, let me see. And then you call the next day and I got to dodge and not answer my phone and not respond. No. Let's not go through all that. I don't have it, or I'm not going to do it. I'm not in the position to do it. Of course, y'all know my stand on borrowing money anyway. I don't let folks borrow money. I give it if I have to. Or if I'm not going to show up to a program or an event, I'll let you know. There are people who invited me. You can come if you like. I say, okay, well, if I can, I will. But I'm more than likely, I might not. I might say something like that, or I won't be able to make it. I don't make no promise. Oh yeah, I'll be there. And then you look for me. I'm nowhere to be found. Just be, the scriptures say yay or nay, right? In many cases, to save us some trouble, no or yes. Friend, I hope this exhortation blessed you. Be a man and woman of your word. Don't write a check you can't cash. Share this with somebody. Continue to subscribe. Thank you for your support. Yes, thank you for your support. In the meantime, in between time, be at peace and not in pieces. Till next time, my friend.